Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 10 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter right triangles. So we're going to start with the chapter right triangles. And I'm on grade 10 math. Chapter we are going to start with is right triangles. Let's just start with the okay, let's just start with the first lesson that is right triangles. So let's just start with the lesson. Two boats leave the same marina. One heads north and the other heads east. After some times, the northbound boat has traveled 21 kilometers and the eastbound boat has traveled 72 kilometers. How far apart are these two boats? So, one of them traveled 72 kilometers, the other one traveled 21 kilometers. So, how far apart they are, we need to evaluate using the Pythagorean theorem. So, that is c square is equal a square plus b square. A is 21, b is 72. So, that is c square equals 441 plus 5184. So, the correct option is c equals 35. Now I'm going to start with the test questions. So let's just start with the test questions. Two boats leave the same marina, one heads north and the other heads east. After some time, the northbound boat has traveled 21 kilometers and the eastbound boat has traveled 72 kilometers. How far apart the two boats? So we need to calculate the distance between the two boats. So one of them is travel 27 kilometers and the other one travels 21 kilometers. We need to evaluate the how far apart these two boats. So we need to evaluate the c. C is the hypotenuse in the right angle triangle. So let's just evaluate the right angle, that is c square equals a square plus b square. A is 21 is 72 square, sorry, not 27, that is 72. So let's just evaluate. 21 square equals 441 and 72 square equals 5184. So just add 5184 plus 441, that is 5625. So let's just calculate the square root 5625, that equals 75. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 75. Okay, find the missing length of the leg. We are given the C, the hypotenuse we are given. We need to evaluate the other side length. So we need to use the Pythagorean theorem whenever we have to solve the right triangle. We always use the Pythagorean theorem. So let's just use that as C square equals A square plus B square. C is the longest side like the hypotenuse. So that is 45. So C is 45 square equals 36 square plus B square. So B square equals 45 square minus 36 square. So we need to evaluate 45 square. So 45 square is 2025 minus 36 square is 1296. So 2025 minus 1296, that is 729. So B equals 27. Option number 1 is the correct option. The correct option is B equals 27. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, brain rain the width of a field a distance of 60 yards. The width is 60 yards, right? And he ran the length of the field, that is 80 yards. Finally, he ran diagonally across to get back to the starting point. How far did Brain run? So you need to calculate the diagonal distance. So we need to evaluate C, that is C square equals A square plus B square, that is 80 square plus 60 square. That is 80 square is 6400 and 3600. So let's just add, that is 6400 plus 3600. So C equals 100. The correct option is C equals 100, but we are not given with the correct option. Why? The correct option is 100, right? You are not given with the correct option. Y 240, that is 100. Okay, you can calculate the, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is converse of the Pythagorean theorem. A triangle has sides with length of 16 centimeter and 20 centimeter. Is it a right triangle? So we need to see the longest side is always the hypotenuse. So C is 20. So that is 20 square equals 12 square plus 16 square. If the sum of the squares and the square of C is equal, then that is a right triangle. So you can see 144 plus 256 is 400. So 400 is equal to 400. So it is a right triangle. So yes, it is a right triangle. Let's just start with the test questions. A triangle has sides with lengths of 12 centimeter, 16 centimeter, and 20 centimeter is a right triangle. That is C square equals A square plus B square. 20 square equals 12 square plus 16 square. 400 equals 144 plus 256. So 400 is equal to 400. So both sides are exactly equal. So yes, it is a right triangle. Option number 1 is the correct option. A triangle has sides with length of 7 miles, 14 miles, and 17 angle. That is 17 square equals 14 square plus 7 square. That is 289 equals 14 square is 196 plus 49. So I think no, they are not equal. Now 196 plus 49. 289 is not equal to 245. So the correct option is no, they are not equal. A triangle has a side length of 12 meters, 17 meter and 20 meters. Is it a right triangle? So that is the longest side is the longest side is the hypotenuse 17 square plus 20 square plus 12 square. That is 289 plus 144. So 289 plus 289 plus 144 is 433. So they are not, no, they are not equal. So no, that is not the right triangle. The correct option is no. Got it? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me. The next lesson is Pythagorean. The sides of a triangle have the length 6, 8, and 10. What kind of triangle is this? So we need to see what kind of triangle is this. We need to evaluate a square plus b square equals c square, right? If the c square and the sum of the squares of other two sides are equal, then that is a right triangle, right? That's we learned in the converse of Pythagorean theorem. So the given one is right triangle, but if the sum of the other two sides is greater than the uh like okay, let's just do example and I will explain. The sides are 6, 8 and 10, right? That is 6 square plus 8 square equals 10 square. 36 plus 64 equals 100. So 100 is equal to 100. So it is a right triangle. Both sides are exactly equal. So that is a right triangle. Two 10 equals 10. 2 square plus 100. 10 square equals 10 square. 4 plus 100 equals 100. 104 is equal to greater than 100. That is obtuse triangle. But acute triangle, I think it is. Yes, that is acute triangle. If the sum of the squares of the other two sides is greater than hypotenuse, sum of the square of hypotenuse, then that is the acute triangle. Okay. The sides are 3, 4, and 5. What is the kind of triangle? 3 square plus 4 square equals 5 square. 9 plus 16 equals 25. So 25 is equal to 25. That is a right triangle. The correct option is right triangle. It is. Option number 1 is the correct option. The sides of the triangle are 3, 6, and 8. What kind of triangle is this? 3, 6, and 8. 3 square plus 6 square equals 8 square. 9 plus 36 equals 64. 45 is less than 64. So that is the obtuse triangle. Obtuse triangle it is. Three, 6, and 7. 3 square plus 6 square equals 7 square. 9 plus 36 equals 49. 45 is less than 49. That is obtuse. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is special right triangles. Find W. So whenever we need to calculate the longer leg length, so that equals square root 3 times the shorter leg length. So W equals 1. We need to calculate the smaller leg length, right? So longer leg length equals square root 3 times the shorter leg length. We need to calculate the shorter leg length, so we have the longer leg length is square root 3 equals square root 3 times the shorter leg length, right? So that is 1. The shorter leg length equals 1. The correct option is 1. Find Z. So we know that the longer leg length equals square root 3 times the shorter leg length. Longer leg length equals square root 3 times the shorter leg length, right? So the shorter we need to, now the longer we are given is 9 square root 3 equals, so S equals 9. That is S equals 9. Find M. find m? So hypotenuse equals 2 times the shorter leg length, right? Hypotenuse is 18. So m equals 9. The correct option is 9. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 10 math. Chapter we were working on is right triangles. The lessons we have covered today are right triangles, curves of the Pythagorean theorem, and special right triangles. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So, any questions you can please ask if you have any. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.